How's the music? Hey, Damon, what's up, dude? How are you?
I'm great, Kurt. I'm just excited that we're going live today from
I'm not in my basement today. Did you notice anything different about the background? Does it look a little bit different?
a little different.
Just
And then you don't usually have someone
hey,
standing behind
I
you.
got young Damon with
Beside you.
me.
You got someone beside you.
I got the young version of Damon here. So I got Roadshow Damon. So since you're
There we
stuck in
go.
Seattle, dude, all right, we're at the Industrial Marketing Summit and we're hanging out down in Austin, Texas. Eddie Saunders Jr., what's up, brother?
Hey, it is a great day to have a great day. Much better weather in here than it is Ohio.
Yeah. Just a
Slightly.
sun shining. It's absolutely gorgeous. So,
bit,
all right, there's a ton going on here. It's all industrial rock stars here. So let's start with the host of the party. Hey, Joe Sullivan. How about, hey, Wendy? Why don't you, let's get these guys over here. So we got Joe Sullivan
All
from
right.
Gorilla 76, man.
What's up, Damon?
Throwing a party. So we got Damon.
Yeah.
We've got Wendy Covey from TREW.
Hey.
Hey,
What's
How we
up,
going?
everybody?
All right.
Joe, what's going on? Talk to me,
Having
like
fun.
Industrial Marketing Summit.
Yeah.
Like, who pulled this thing off?
Yeah, it was mostly Wendy, right?
No.
This is an awesome group effort. I mean, it was like, remember me and Adam.
Come here, Adam.
Me and Adam were like walking back from the event at Content Marketing World last year, and we're like, that was really good, but there was like 2 hours of content total, and we could do this on our own. And let's talk to Wendy. And then like the three of us started chatting, and we ran with it. It's been, a little over a year, I guess, since then, but yeah, it's been amazing so far. It's just so many faces that we all recognize and people we know we've met digitally, but like never been in a room with before. And at least that's been my experience with it. So it's been really cool.
Right. So, all right. So Joe Sullivan, Gorilla 76. Wendy, I know in your background, you threw a party or two, like once or twice in your previous life, right?
I did.
How many?
Well, I used to plan 70 trade shows a year at National Instruments.
70 trade shows a year.
And I had a conference for 5,000. So we have
Wow.
nothing but growth available to us here. We
Right.
can handle this. We got this.
Right.
So I told these guys, let's have this in Austin. Austin is so cool. Everybody loves to be here.
Right.
The weather is going to be amazing. I
Right.
just called it, and it happened.
Guaranteed it doesn't
She
matter.
guaranteed it. Right.
You also live here, so that's going to be good. Right?
Yeah,
We got a home game. It's a home game here for Wendy Covey. So,
That's right.
Wendy, just expectations. I know, so we got together in Cleveland and had a wonderful show. Just give everybody a little insight. Like, how are you guys? And Adam, I know you're going to dig into this too. Talk a little bit, like, how did you guys separate this and just like you're running herd going solo on this. Talk to us about how you guys launched this.
Yeah, so you're looking at a collaboration between our three companies. We all pulled in a couple of key staffers and had this core event committee to put it together.
Right.
And one of the first things we did after choosing a location is say, what are the burning topics that people want to hear about?
Right.
Who should be the speakers? What should we talk about? Let's cover a lot of ground, but what specific to industrial marketers do we need to focus on this week?
Right. Well, man, and Damon, the speakers have been just absolutely phenomenal. Adam,
Awesome.
CADENAS PARTsolutions, talk to us about like how your progression. You've been part of the Industrial Marketing Summit for years.
Yeah.
What's this mean to you of like you guys taking this thing solo?
It's huge. I mean, we're trying to plant the flag that industrial marketing is its own thing. It's a real discipline. It's unique, and that everyone here is behind it. It's really exciting seeing everybody they all identify as this, and we're ready to go.
Well, I absolutely love it. It's been phenomenal. Last thing I want to ask you, your team just gave a great presentation. So again, Gorilla 76, they just showed a great case study. Talk a little bit about how your team just is, you talked this morning. How'd you get out of everything today?
Yeah, I know. I didn't have to do the hard work. I recruited my team to go do the hard work. But so Grace Wright, our strategy director, and Aaron Bursch, senior strategist, they came up here and essentially took the audience through what they did in the first 90 days working with a new client to essentially grow leads by 175, 195% or whatever it was, and just kind of gave the playbook. So it was very, very tactical. It's something that like if you're brand new to marketing, probably would have been a little tough to grasp. For others, I think it was what you needed to kind of help get to the next level and kind of how to get started. But yeah, it was.
Well, very powerful session, tons of questions. People were just enamored of what these guys just, so great work. Kudos to you guys, what you're doing at Gorilla 76. Your team at TREW have been all over the place. I know Morgan's speaking, I think, next, right? You did your research project this morning,
I
right?
did. Our research launched today. I'm so
Congratulations,
excited.
right?
So it's the 2024 State of Marketing to Engineers.
Yep.
And new this year, we asked about AI.
Yep.
So that's some pretty fun stuff. So you can go download it on our website or Global Specs.
Well, congratulations. And I tell you, like, AI is like a hot topic here, man. Like, I've been learning it's at a whole different level here for AI. So, guys, congratulations. Thank you for hosting the party. Can't wait to see where this thing goes for year in, year out. So, thank you for all that you're doing. So, all right, let's grab Nikki. Let's get Nikki in here. How about Lukey?
Thanks, guys.
Lukey, you're going to get up here. Sammy, you're going to get over here.
Hey, Nikki.
Good to see you.
Go get back in. All right, so we got
Great to
Eddie
see you.
Saunders. Like, dude, my heart. I don't know if my heart can take this. So
Yeah.
Where's Jordan? You've got most of the panel.
You got the glycerin
Sammy
pills going.
Birch is in the house.
How you
So
doing?
all right, let's start here. So Sammy, how excited are you about this program? I know you guys are speaking like what, in like 10 an hour? They're the closers today.
The
right?
closers.
All right, so
All right.
Nikki, let's start with you. What are you guys talking about today?
We're talking about the power of personal branding a little bit later today. So I
Okay.
think maybe if any of you know any of us, you know why maybe that's what we're here talking about. But I'm not a marketer, but I'm learning a ton of stuff here to help that I can hopefully pass on to a lot of my distributor partners, some of our customers, that sort of thing. So have been absorbing all day. The content's been amazing.
What's been like a highlight?
I would say probably the AI session, because we've all been playing around and using tools, and there were, a couple things in there that I think I can really put to use right away to be more efficient with my use of, ChatGPT and things like that. And how to, it's hard to navigate. I don't like AI content, but I do like being more efficient. So figuring out how people are really putting it to use, trying to have it do the work for them. I thought that session was probably really valuable for me.
Well, and a gentleman this morning said, SEO expert out of Boston said his team, they've determined is 30% more efficient by using AI compared to not using AI. So it's just absolutely incredible. Here, you're out of a picture. Let's get over here. Lukey, come on. Why don't you get? Oh, are you in a photo? All right.
We're all here.
Let's sneak up here. Let's talk about. You went live last night.
I did.
Let's talk about the Industrial Marketing Summit TREW. What were you guys talking about last night?
Yeah, so last night was really kind of a preview to the Industrial Marketing Summit. We did a live podcast over at Cedar Door where we had the official kickoff party here. And it was a look at what is going to be big in marketing in 2024. What are you excited about? What are opportunities people could be taking more advantage of in 2024? But also, hey, where do you think marketing is going to go in 2 to 3 years as well? So we had folks looking inside the crystal ball to tell us their thoughts on what might be next, or more importantly, what to focus on now so you're still relevant 2 or 3 years down the line.
And we had a wonderful session with Chris last week. So talk a little bit. You guys are talking about an hour. What are you talking about at the session?
Yeah, so the session, Nikki said it. It's going to be very focused on personal brands. I'm really excited about it because it's a mix of how can personal brands and company brands better synergize, and that's a two-way street, right? It's what can folks that maybe have an established personal brand today do better to collaborate with their companies, and what can companies do to elevate the voices of the people within their organizations? We have heard a lot about humanizing your brand here at today's event. I think we're really going to continue and add some additional insight to those conversations during the panel discussion, because we have a fantastic group. We've got Nikki, we've got Eddie, we've got Jordan Yates. She'll be up there with us as well. It's going to be very strong. My only concern is that we've only got 45 minutes, and we probably have a much longer period of time that we could talk on these topics, which is why it's great that the closing event is afterwards, where we can basically have a 3-hour long Q&A over beverage.
There you go.
Tonight in manufacturing happy hour fashion.
That's
so.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who went?
Well,
go ahead, Damon.
Well, I've got to say, Chris, your accommodations while you're there in Austin, I sure did enjoy those. That looks like a great place to be working from.
So for context, for anyone that's watching the stream right now, I'm staying inside a converted Spartan trailer from the 60s that has been turned into a tiny hut.
Cool.
And it's the second time I've stayed at this Airbnb. I stayed there like 2.5 years ago. When I knew I was coming back here, I'm like, I wonder where I'm going to stay. Surely you can stay at the conference hotel and things like that. But I looked it up and I'm like, it was available on those dates. And it just happened to be right down the street from where this event is taking place. So I couldn't pass up on the opportunity to go back to what is assuredly my favorite Airbnb in the whole world.
That's awesome.
And that's a statement from a guy who, how many countries did you tell me the other day?
35.
He's been to 35 countries, avid traveler. So, Chris, thank you for everything you're doing, just being a huge advocate for American manufacturing. Come on, dude.
Well, hey, and thank you for like creating this extra live element to the event, right? If it weren't for Kurt setting up his microphone right by the main stage, some of this wouldn't be broadcasted to the rest of the world right now. So thank you, Kurt, for doing this.
Absolutely. And, of course, Damon, like I have like my little camera. It's about, about this big. Guy just comes up with like this, $10,000 camera next to me. And I was like, everybody's got to show me up. The guy sitting in the back has like this massive hair bun. And like he's walking around like, like making me feel bad about myself. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So you might have to come up here in a minute. All right.
Yeah.
So Eddie, let's scoot up here. Eddie, let's talk. What are you gonna be talking about here? Like you're talking in an hour. What are you talking about in your session with Nikki and Chris and Jordan?
For sure. Honestly, I think there is a low-key playbook on how you can humanize your brand and leverage it. Because Chris is right. There's a lot of conversations where it's viewed on really two sides of the coin. So I think that we can provide what everyone else is providing in our own form, and that's just perspective. In all reality, and kind of reverse engineering, how do you do this effectively and avoid some of the mistakes that, quite frankly, we've made and even continue to make? So above all things, perspective.
I love it. All right, guys. Hey, Sammy, let's get you in here. He and Mary's up there going next, right? Like, we might check. Mary, can you see Mary? She's right over,
up there.
She's right over there. Like she's presenting like in a few minutes here. So like we're totally messing up her.
You got like 4 minutes to go here.
So Sammy, what's the highlight for you for the program?
Yeah, I agree with everything that Nikki and Chris said, but I also, from my perspective, the thing that really resonated with me is even though we're talking about all these AI tools and ways to be more efficient, the like resonating message is you need to talk to your customer and you need to find out what your goal is, and then you can use these tools to be more efficient, but it's not going to help you if you're not really understanding exactly what your customer wants. And so even I listened to one about the customer experience journey with the guy from Rockwell. That was amazing to think through like this entire ecosystem you can create and all these different touch points on the buyer's journey. And then also MJ Smith's product marketing one, her number one like first case tactic is like go talk to your customers. That's where you have to start every time. And so you can have all these tools, but really you need to find out what you're actually like aiming for before you get started. So
awesome. Yeah. Hey, and we had a great lunch. Didn't we have a good lunch today? Man, we had a fun lunch. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you. Can't wait for your session. Thank you. Hey, let's get you guys up here. So Damon, you sitting down for this one, dude? Are you ready? You know who's here? Whitney Houston is here.
There we go. And Mr. Miss You.
Can you believe like I'm next to Whitney Houston, man? We're in person together, man. And what's our song? I Will Always Love You. That's right. So
there you go.
So we got Whitney Houston in the house. So Whitney, highlights for the program. What takeaways?
Well, I think it got off to a fabulous start with the keynote and just everything that Adam, Wendy, and Joe brought up really set the tone for the rest of the sessions. And I think as Sammy was talking about, just knowing that you really need to understand your customer.
Yeah.
And then like in Wendy's session, breaking that down with the research that they've done into the industrial buyer and then pairing that with the AI session and how that frees you up to spend more time with your customer. There's just so many great nuggets and all of it really working together. So that way, we can just do a better job having those conversations with our customers.
That's right. How about we got to give a shout out to Lori Hybe for goodness gracious, right? So hey, big hi. So Lori Hybe at Keystone Click up in Milwaukee. So Whitney's hanging out here, dear friend. So it's great just bring these relationships in person. Now speaking of in person, how about this handsome devil right here? He's hanging out with his son, man. It's just so cool. His son Samuel's here.
Oh, it is.
So Greg Miss You is in dude. Let's hug it up. Come on. You gotta hug it up.
There we go.
Group hug. All right. So, Greg, takeaways from the program today. What do you think?
I'm going to echo everything Sammy said and Whitney said that we're hearing over and over again, and I think it's actually pretty refreshing because there's all this talk about AI, but everybody said, and like Chris Hull said this from Jasper early on. He's like, I'd rather have marketers talk to instead of learning 3 different AI tools, talk to 3 different customers. And it's like been the consistent theme. And then we went to MJ Smith thing, and she talked about when she started her career and how she built her career. She started by just going and talking to 8 different customers and built everything off of that. So everybody has said that is the role of the marketer. And so and I think it's also, I mean, just like coming here, meeting you, Kurt, in person, Whitney, meeting you, when you start to meet all these amazing marketers in person, you start to hear their stories and what they're doing. And then you're going to apply that and learn that and apply that to your own situation. And there's a lot of kismet happening here where you're just meeting people the first time. And people you've never met before, and you're getting insights you never thought about, and it only happens by coincidence or by chance where you come into something like this. So Damon, next year you are going to be here.
Yeah, that's right, Damon.
All right.
Slacker, come hang out with us.
I know,
right.
Slacker.
Well, hey, this is absolutely wonderful. Privilege meeting you in person. Wonderful meeting you in person. This has been it is a great program. How about I've got two friends over here that I'm going to grab.
Thanks, Kurt.
How about
see you, Damon?
See ya. Have a great rest of your.
Get up here, guys. Get up here. Come here.
There we go.
I have to get hair button up here. All right. Hey, Damon, get over here, Trish. Get up.
I just wanted to come say hi to Damon. Hi, Damon.
Hey, Damon, we got Trish in the house here. So Trish is good. She's a repeat offender. She's been on the program. She's coming back. When do you come back? April?
March.
She's coming back next month.
Right.
So
awesome.
Share a little bit what you do, man.
Oh, I'm not here to talk about me, Kurt. What I want to say is I'm here because of you guys. I learned about this because you guys always share the best resources.
You hear that, Joe Sullivan?
The best resources found right here. So you keep following these two guys. They know everything. So thank you.
Thank you. Can't wait to have you on the program. So, hey, we've got my BFF here. We got my bestie. We got Jacqueline in the house from IMAX, Illinois MEP.
Yes.
MEP is represented here, Damon. So, all right, Jacqueline, takeaways from today.
Oh my God, too many takeaways from today. The sessions have all been incredible. I feel rejuvenated. I feel connected.
Nice.
I feel really equipped to be able to go back to our Illinois manufacturers with a ton of nuggets and a ton of advice on their growth and marketing strategies. So I'm amped. I'm ready to go.
She's pumped. So yeah, so we're hanging out. Her other half is Scott Anderson, so I call him cousin Scott. So we're hanging out with Scott and Jacqueline here. So she's just doing an amazing job. What biggest takeaway from today? Like, I mean, the sessions have just been phenomenal. What would you say is your biggest takeaway?
Oh man, biggest takeaway. Do something and do something like now. Yeah. Don't wait to start a marketing initiative. Like you got to get the ball rolling and continue to figure it out from there.
Yeah, it's just
started.
Just get started. It's been fantastic. So, all right, we're going to start winding down.
Yep.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, Mary, you got 1 second? She's like,
Kurt, you're like the.
Hey, do you remember Mary? Man, we had an awesome session with Mary. Like, just like
great seeing you.
Time, right?
Yeah.
So you were with the company for how many years?
Which one?
When you came on the live show.
How many years?
Yeah.
Yes, I was 2 exact weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, she was at her company for 2 weeks. She's presenting in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She's on the stage, so you can see the stage right here. Mary, what are you going to be talking about in 10 minutes?
I'm going to be talking about sales and marketing alignment.
Sales and
very important.
Who needs that, right? Everybody, right?
Yeah,
everyone.
So let's get a little preview.
I'll give you a little sneak peek. So, sneak peek is marketing and sales are misaligned for 2 reasons usually. It's first of all that marketing and sales operate in silos, and as a result of those silos, marketing is either measured on leads only or activities only, and that's where the misalignment occurs. Right. All right, so we're going to talk through that and how to solve it.
Awesome.
Yes, always.
No, seriously,
always.
God, you're like a rock, man. I thought, all right, well, she's like, man, I'd be like, I'd be a mess, but she's doing great. So, all right, so Mary's going to be speaking here in a few minutes. Mary, thank you for all. What big takeaway from today, like with all the sessions?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, great sessions. I think the takeaway that I have loved from every session I've gone to is that like there's tangible, actionable takeaways. There is some high level thinking, but it's all like stuff I can start applying tomorrow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Awesome. So, all right, thank you for all you're doing.
Yeah,
Good
you
luck.
bet.
Thank you.
Hey, Eddie, come here. We're going to close it out.
Closing it out with it.
We're closing it out. I might have to drag the hair bun guy up here. He's not paying for it. All right. So, all right.
Is it because they don't have a lot of hair? Is that why with the hair
So I've got Roadshow Damon here. So, all right, dude, how you want to close it out for you got a session coming up in an hour? You're going to talk about humanizing your brand. takeaway? What were your big takeaway for today?
I'll tell you what, in God we trust, everybody else brings data. And I love
Yeah.
industrial marketing. We're talking real data because it exists and we're not just relying on feel goods and impressions. We're talking real data. And I love the buzzwords. I love all the flash. I love it. It's me we're talking about. But data, man, it's become a real factor. And that's my big takeaway for today.
Well, Damon, dude, you got to be here next time. So we're gonna close it out. So with my brother here, Eddie Saunders Jr. What's your dad's name again?
Eddie Saunders Sr.
So, all right, little private joke there. So, Damon, we're coming to you live from the Industrial Marketing Summit, Austin, Texas. So, just another great session, just hanging out with and I tell you, in all seriousness, just the level of passion for U.S. manufacturing, the level of integrity of everybody here, and just awesome, good people, man. So it's just it's just a privilege and honor to be here, just to be a part of this. And so we're having a blast. Wish you were here, brother.
I'll be there next year. So have a great rest of the summit there. So today we were live from the Industrial Marketing Summit in Austin, Texas. Kurt Anderson on site with all the other friends of ours there is awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much for doing it.
Great job. Hang on 1 second, Dave.
Thanks,
I'm going to close this out. So, hey guys, everybody, God bless you. Have a great day, great rest of your week, and next year, man, you got to come to the Industrial Marketing Summit because it is all the cool kids. I don't know why I'm here, but all the cool kids are definitely out here. Dude. Yeah, I'm standing out. It's not good.
Yeah.
But, all right, we'll close out. Hang on.